So you probably clicked on this video because you want to learn more about how to eat healthy, high protein, high fiber when you have a busy 9 to 5 schedule like a lot of people do. And chances are you also live by yourself or you live in a roommate situation, so you want to know how to cook just the right amount of food for yourself and to keep throughout the week. Well, lucky for you, I'm Trish. I am your friendly neighborhood Filipina. I have been cooking for a long time. I wouldn't say I'm the most amazing chef, but I have enough intuitive skills that I learned from my mom, cooking for myself in college and cooking at home. And now that I live in New York, I've figured out some tips that can help you with cooking for yourself. So without further ado, let's get into the tips and tricks and overall what I like to eat in a week to stay happy, healthy, and fit. So first things first is getting groceries. Groceries is where all the meals start, and what I usually like to do is to order my groceries ahead of time so I can see what I'm getting. So I have used my mom's Costco membership and I love to use We, not sponsored at all, just because I can get all my ingredients. And today is Sunday, so obviously it is grocery day. We got our Costco order and We order. I try to go to local grocery stores very little and get small quantities because it tends to be overpriced, but if you have a local farmers market you like to go on the weekend, sometimes they have better deals. But for today, I'm going to show you what I got for my Costco haul and my We haul to help me cook for the rest of the week. So my roommates and I split 2 rotisserie chickens. These chickens are great to have white meat, dark meat, and to use the bones for any stock. So there's some eggs here for breakfast or anything you want to bake. I love to have bananas on hand for all my protein smoothies. Over here we have our We order. I personally like to get a lot of like hot pot ingredients when I want to make personalized small hot pot portions for one person. So I love bok choy as my vegetables, enoki mushrooms, and oyster mushrooms. I also love to have BCD tofu. These are super easy to make and you can add a lot of veggies like in this picture and meat to create a delicious meal. And these are just like $3-4. Some of these stuffs are my roommates. We like to do a group order. We split a kimchi, and honestly kimchi you can use in so many different meals. It's great as banchan to add to any rice meals or for your soups. Also, any kind of canned tuna is such a hack for extra protein when you don't want to cook anything. I love century tuna because it's the Filipino tuna that I grew up with. It has calamansi in it, which is a Filipino citrus, and it tastes and the flavor is just so nostalgic to me. It's so good. My roommate also got herself some canned tuna. It's the Korean version. I've never had this, but I kind of want to do a canned tuna blind taste test to see which canned tuna is better. I have a bias, so I think the Filipino century tuna will win. So breakfast, I find it really easy to just put on a scallion pancake. So here is actually some beef brisket that I got from We. It's really inexpensive to buy your sliced meats from We, and this is like about £1, and I love to use this for any like stir-fry cooking. Mostly I've been eating it for hot pot, and it's just so convenient to have on hand. And in this household, we like to share all the condiments and sauces, so if you want to buy that in bulk with your friends or your roommates, it just makes cooking and seasoning your food so much more delicious, easy, and efficient. I personally love to have soy sauce on hand, of course, sesame oil, chili oil, oyster sauce, fish sauce. As you can see, we love to keep all our sauces back here. Seasoning rack back here. Also, a bunch more sauces in the fridge too. Alright, the reason why I think tacos are super easy to make is because the salsa. I feel like the salsa is where you can put a lot of flavor, a lot of veggies, and a lot of nutrients in it however you please. In front of me, I have an onion. It doesn't have to be red. You got some tomatoes and cilantro, and then I got my corn ready. This is optional. If you don't have corn, you can still make the salsa. And if you decide to make tacos, all you need is a tortilla, a protein, and then you got your salsa ready. Let's get into it.
Yeah, ay,
Corn.
just wanna groove for a bit. Yeah, ay, look, urban jungle, stepping on the puddle. My race ejaculate the thoughts that's in the bubble. Working for the better tomorrow, working for the payday. Remembering the things that's in the past, that's in the heyday. Wait, back, win, time right. Sneakers so white, coming through the city, coming out just for the night. Leo's got modder than all, and I'm whipping out my paper on my favorite star. Man, Nesta, feeling like a jester. Swimming so heavy, I can huggle up on tester. Pouring out a bottle, this is show respect for ones that I love. It's about a little time I show Manila some love. Manila. Yeah. couple hundred in my pocket trying to see her. Blowing on my stash, about to see if I can read her.
It is 9 p.m. and we're going to assemble our tacos for dinner. We have the protein that we cooked with the bell peppers and the fajita mix, our salsa over here, and our black beans. As long as you got these covered and cooked for the night, you're set for all your lunches for the week.
If I can read her, pulling up and got about to see if I can see on me. Got a girl from Alabama, she gon' be on me. Pulling up in Nessa, swearing down the skyway. Ain't no bad vibes, 2020, this is my way. My way or the highway. Ay, ay, pull up in the Ancas, don't forget to. I don't fuck with drawers cause they don't respect the worker. Jack no in the back of seat, got him with a mask and a glove. And I exercise my right to pay respect to above.
Meal. I'm gonna roll this up, add maybe some sriracha or mayo, but this is my breakfast. Yeah, I'll send her a photo. Yeah. He's like, wait, what? I'll send it in the group chat. I'm gonna be trying to fit a lot in this. I'm gonna make hot pot because that's the easiest meal for me to cook right now. I just washed some vegetables, bok choy, mushrooms, king oyster mushrooms, and of course our favorite mushroom enoki. I have the beef brisket that I got from Wee and it looks really good. I just defrosted it a little bit and then I'm gonna make some broth with the chicken broth I have, and I'm gonna use some Haidilao hot pot powder, which will be so delicious, and use some sinigang packets. I think with your hot pot soup based broth, it's totally up to you, and I use it in this tiny little pot so I can portion control, because usually hot pot is a huge meal. This is so makeshift, but I am making like a spicy crab avocado sushi roll with leftover rice I had from dinner yesterday. This is honestly those as realistic as it gets. I don't even know what that Taco Bell packet is doing here.
Ayun, ayun, yun. puno ng pananabik at ng kabalali. Sa aking bawat paghinga nakatila ang sa iyo. Nalakad ka ng dahan-dahan sa pasilyo sa altar ng simbahan. Hahagkan at di ka bibigyan. Wala na kong ikaw at ikaw.
Of course, living in New York means an abundance of good food, and today my friend and I went to Kopitiam, which is this Malaysian cafe in Times Square, aka gentrified Chinatown. Let's talk about it. Anyways, I love the coffee here. It's so delicious. They put it in a bag, and it really reminds me of like drinking out of plastic bags, especially in the Philippines. As a kid, we'd be drinking any drink out of a plastic bag, which is so nostalgic. The food is really good. We got Hainanese chicken, which is always gonna slap. It's so simple and basic, but it's so delicious, and the flavor gets it right every time. We also got this soup. I forgot what it's called, but it has shrimp, pork, and it was very tangy, not spicy. It was so delicious and has two kinds of noodles in it. The next day, I got invited to Chef Papa's. This was my first time ever being invited by a restaurant to try out their food. It is a Vietnamese restaurant in LIC, Queens. The food was really delicious and the setup was so pretty. I think it's a nice place to go for some Vietnamese traditional food in a very modern setting. I really love the banh siêu, which is the crepe. We also got bumbo huế, and then their star dish was the A5 Wagyu. It was so delicious. Like, the beef was so soft. I went with my friends Erin and Matt, and it was just so fun to bring them along. I'm so grateful I was able to have this opportunity to bring my friends out. But also, like, Matt is Vietnamese, and it was just great to have his context on what the Vietnamese food be tasting like. I grew up eating Vietnamese food, but obviously since his family is from Vietnam, he gave me more insight on how to eat certain foods. And every time a food was hidden for me, he would just demi up, and that's how you know the food slaps. If you're ever in Queens in LIC, check out Chef Papa's. Is my face okay? Do I have bread around my mouth?
No. Oh, there's something here.
Yeah?
Batty.
I hate it here. Anyways, I hope this video inspires you to try new recipes throughout the week and to enjoy the meals you get to have during your weekends. I hope you're having a great night, day, or wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Yours truly, Trish.
We used to have each other's playlists. No, no. Used to be each other's best friends.